How to use a basic audio mixer. We have a different type of video on how to use an audio mixer, and you obviously can see that I have a small one right in front of me here. But that really doesn't matter, because the concept of a mixer is the same everywhere for every single mixer. You have seen the 100-channel mixer in a studio or perhaps in a live venue. Obviously, those are much bigger and more complicated and have a lot more features, but the general principles work in the same way. So, through this very basic 8-channel mixer, I can teach you essentially the exact concepts that would apply to a 4,000 or a 40,000 or a 80,000 or a 8 lakh rupee mixer. So anyway, you can see on the top of the section, I'm just going to look at these 4 channels first. So you have mic inputs for the first 4 channels, and then you have 2 inputs as well, which are line inputs on the first 2 channels. On the first 2 channels, you have a couple of buttons. The second channel here has a dedicated guitar button, unlike the other 3, and every single channel and the low cut removes all frequencies below 80 Hz. Some are adjustable, but this one happens to be just a set frequency that you can cut. So now we have everything patched in. We can move down to the mixer. As you can see, the first section you hit here is your EQ section, and the first 2 channels have a lot bigger EQ section than the remaining channels. But as we dwindle down on the knobs, they pretty much are going to give you the features you are going to need. Here happens to be a high cut and a low cut, and over here in our first 2 channels we have the exact same thing but with added mid features. So we can say we can boost or cut any of these mid frequencies, and you can move down and you have the sends. I'm going to get to the sends in a second when I explain here, or in the return section I should say. But moving down, we have the pan section, which are pretty self-explanatory. Pan right or pan left, whichever is applicable for the situation. And then at the bottom, the normal mixers. The higher end mixers have faders, but this is a lower end mixer and it has only knobs. But the knobs work fine. So this is the master section of this mixer. And as you can see, there isn't much to it. But it's all the basic features that you are going to see in any mixer. And those features include a main output, left and right monitor output, left and right aux end, and in return a foot switch. And in the 2-track section, all it does is sends and or receives a signal to a 2-track recorder if you wish to do so. And all that would do is record and mix if you want to record it, or have a pre-recorded mix play through your system. And there's also a headphone jack for a 1/4-inch headphone. And that's pretty much the master section.